Hi, my name is Megan Dahl. I've been nominated for Entrepreneur of the Year. I'm CEO of Gympie Pilates and Rehab. This is category 11. Okay, when did my business journey begin? My business journey began in September of 2012 when I came home from Pilates and said to my family, Elena is going to sell her business. And my family said to me, why don't you buy it? And I thought, what? I'm not even trained. And then I set about trying to see if I could get some finance and, to buy this business. And then my bank manager at the time said to me, I don't know why you don't buy set up your own business. And I said, well, I'm not even trained. And so I spoke to my solicitor and, anyway, off I went. I went to Breathe Pilates down in Melbourne, and I just thought I was going down there to do stock Pilates. And when I got down there, I realised that Raphael Bender, the CEO of Breathe Yoga and Pilates, and then Breathe Education, had set up his own training institution called Breathe Education. And I did a certificate 4 in fitness, a certificate 4 in Pilates, and a certificate 4 in allied health. And after I realised that I'd invested $35,000, and I thought, actually, I really do have to set up a business. I wasn't very happy about that. I didn't really want to be in business. I'd grown up in business, and the last thing I wanted to do was be in it. I knew what being in small business meant, and I was like, I don't want that. But then anyway, I fell in love with this Pilates, and I discovered that my brain really did work, and I discovered that, it was great. And when I was lying on that floor in Elena's studio for 2 years, I realised that there was lots of people out there like me. We were lonely. I was raising 8 kids on my own at the time. I was terribly lonely. I was terribly isolated. I was in chronic pain. I was too afraid to move. The thought of exercising was dreadful. I hated exercise with a passion. But I realised that there was a massive, massive gap in the market for people like me. I wasn't alone. As I looked across the room at the floor, on the reformers, at other people in the room, I could see that the type of Pilates that we were doing kind of wasn't meeting the needs of most people. And then I did every course that was going with Breathe Education. I was in Melbourne every single weekend for a whole entire year. I did 300 work placement hours. In a place, Kelly Prosser, thanks Kelly, I trained with her for 300 work placement hours. I also, with Michael Alberley at Jet's Gym, thank you Michael, I did sort of 50 to 80 hours with him and the gang, and then the journey of Gympie Pilates and Rehab, was born. I wanted to develop a product where people could feel safe, where, yes, we were going to exercise, but where we would exercise at the rate that people needed to exercise at. So at the time, I had discovered a technique called Emmett, and I realised that Emmett and Pilates, particularly Breathe Pilates, were kind of one and the same, and that they sort of they complemented one another and would achieve what I wanted to achieve, which was wellness. And then, we come back to our mission statement of restore, repair, and renew. And we want to restore, repair, and renew you mind, body, and spirit. I also use the technique called the inner game of tennis by Timothy Galloway. So we combine the inner game with Emmett and with Breathe Pilates, which is scientifically evidently based. Test, retest, and we have this amazing environment where people come in, they feel welcome, there's no gossiping, people introduce themselves, they all sit down and have a chat, In fact, most of the time I can't even get them out of the room. They have cups of tea. They have hot washers. I wanted to be the Chanel of the fitness industry. Now, who are my mentors? Well, I have 3 main mentors. My first mentor was Rochelle Williams. I decided that I wanted to have a modern business. I found Rochelle through Mind Body Online. In fact, I found her online, and she took me into the modern age, way ahead of our time. And she had me with everything online. You could online shop. My website was amazing. I had Bluehost and Constant Contacts, and I had all these things. She made me go on Facebook. I cried a lot. I was made to, program things, and I had no idea how to even turn a computer on. She was amazing, and she guided me every step of the way. The other person, and I did everything she said, everything. The other person was Raphael Bender. Raphael Bender is the CEO of Breathe Education, and he just tucked this fat little woman from Gympie under his wing, and I'm not really quite sure why. And he has guided me every way. He's guided me clinically. He's guided me business-wise, product-wise. He's helped me develop things. He's helped me when I'm stuck on things. He's helped me as to how to approach. And my secret is that I have these people and I do everything they tell me down to the letter. I even rehearse back what I'm supposed to say. And the other main one has been John Joyce, my solicitor. Thanks, John. He gave me the confidence to embark on this crazy journey from the very beginning. And he told me that I was smart enough and that he thought I could do it. And I suppose the other mentors have been my children, and these wonderful people called Ruth and Noel, who are like my mum and dad, and they all believed in me and backed me from the very word go. Now, where do I see my business in 5 years from now? I see my business going from strength to strength. I've always had a vision that we're going to be national, and if not national, global. I believe that the product that I've created, there isn't anything like it, and no one's developed anything like it. We really, truly, genuinely care for people, and everything is individualized. And for a long time, I felt very threatened, and I felt like I had to compete with the fitness industry, and that I was trying to sort of not be them, but be them, and I felt terrible pressure with that. And in the last month or so, I've realized that our uniqueness, my product that I've created, it doesn't need to, it's not even in the gym market. It's not even in that market at all. It's got its own market. We've got a wellness cat and dog, because people love them, and it helps them feel safe, and it gives them love, that unconditional love. We just love on our clients, and we want to keep that going, in lots of other places. I see us, either franchising, and if we don't franchise, we'll just recreate more and more of what we've done here, where we include people in our process. I'm really excited for the future, and I can't wait to see where we go. Sally will come on board soon, and it'll be so nice because I will have someone else doing the clinical work and not just me. So I think that will be really terrific. What key strategy have you implemented to ensure the growth of your business? Well, that was a real tough one, because I don't really Well, I haven't really done any formal anythings. I think that our key strategy is that we listen to our clients. We love our clients, and I've got it written here somewhere. Where is it now? I can't even find it. It's individual clinical fitness. I think that's the key. I think that's the key strategy, is that it's individual clinical fitness. We have developed a product it's individual to the needs of the people, and we shape it accordingly, where we care for them from the minute that they walk through our door till the minute that they leave. And I think the biggest thing is we listen to our guests or clients, and we hear them. You know, there's so many people today where they're so lonely, and they hate exercise, but they know they need to, and they've tried everything, man. They've been everywhere. We're better at what we do than physios, because physios treat and give people exercises, and they do a great and amazing job, and people get to go home with these exercises, but they don't do them. And what we do is we look at the whole body. We look at the mind, the body, the soul. We look at everything, and we work accordingly to that. And we just love people. I think that's it. I think it's just that our key strategy is love. I hope that doesn't sound very wishy-washy. It's not very, worldly, is it? It's love. We just love people. We love on them. We love with them. We cry with them. We laugh with them. We listen to them. We hear them. Being heard's really, really important when you feel like no one's heard you. We validate people in a way that other places don't. I've never been anywhere quite like here. It's special, and it's really unique. So thanks for listening, guys. And if you're wondering why we did all these video testimonies, it's because we're moving our business, and we didn't get our nominations until a couple of days ago, and I didn't have time. My house is moving tomorrow, and this is Friday night at some ridiculous hour, and that's why we're doing video testimonies. So if we fail because of it, oh well. But if we're successful, well, there you go. The entrepreneur's spirit lives on. Have a good night. Bye.